Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Vishal VFX. So before watching this video, please guys do subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon and like this video and share it as much as possible for you guys. So where we left off is was that we needed to fix certainly a certain kind of edges, the hair edges as well as the edges getting dark over here. Rest of them is fine. There's no need to work on them, but just a hand and slightly the face and the hair. Okay, so after that we just gonna have some great interaction of the I'm gonna teach you how to do that, and which is really good and a good way of doing comping, as well as we need to fix those where is it, let me just play. Yeah, that one, this part which is getting like this. So let us just check why is it happening. It's because of crop. Let us just have this crop over here so that it's really quite hard to notice for someone that there is something. So the crop will play a part over here, or else what I would have done is I would have just taken a transform mask and I would have transformed them like this, and it's really quite hard to notice for someone that what is happening over there. Okay, so that's the another thing that you could have done. So I'll just play with the crop right now. So let us just work on the hand edges. So take a postage stamp so that we can compare simultaneously. Hide the input. Now you see that we are getting some kind of dark edges. Is it because of these two things which we are doing? Yes, it's because of that two thing that we are doing over here. So what we need to do is just remove them from those edges. First, we'll remove it from here. So let's do a quick roto of hand. And come on. I'm just gonna invert this thing, blur it to a certain level, and now we can see that it almost have gone. And same thing, I'm just gonna use this roto and invert it. So now we have almost these edges which we can get rid of easily, and there is slightly hair edges over here. So just a second, let me save my video, save this script, and let us take a here for the hair edges. We can go in gray channel and to a luma slightly like this so that we have hair edges, and we can just take this much region which is important for me, and the PG is quite bright, so let us just slightly get the PG down, not too much, slightly, so they feel neutral, somewhat neutral to each other. Yeah, you can see that there's some kind of clamping going on. Why is it so? It shouldn't happen. That's okay. Is it because of this? Yes. So Let us just work over here and get this thing slightly down like this. So if we check from the previous render, now we have less clamping issue like the previous one, which was getting too much clamp, and this is looking quite subtle. The writing looks, most of them looks much more similar. And let us just get rid of this edges. So I'll take another edge blur and we'll just do a slight thing, which is introduce red. Introducing slightly red on hair, hand, which is like this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. And we gonna erode, I think so. That might help us to get the edges much better. Yeah. And we need to lose certain this edges because of the fringing which was happening, and that was really important. Okay, so what we'll do is take this roto this part. We have this done, and this the same thing, we need to lose this erosion as well because too much of fringing is happening over there, which is okay. Now we have lost slightly going towards red, losing green. Too much of flour won't help us. Let us just clamp this. I think so the clamp is really essential. Okay, so you might have seen that this some weird thing was happening just because of clamp. So we have fixed it. Clamp in alpha is really important. Not too much of flour, just a little bit to get rid of those. Okay, so the edges are good. We need to get the edges slightly over here as well. So let's take another round for the key. Come on, come on. Yes. I'll take a constant. Try this method. If that doesn't work, I'll just switch to something else. Take a constant. Divide. And come on, man. Yes. And multiply. Let us just see it over here. So now we have edges which we needed really badly. So I'll just go and take the, we're just gonna reset this entire thing so that it doesn't introduce some kind of black. I will check with the scan that we're losing something over here. So losing detail over here. So I'll just go and take this entire region if needed. Okay, this wasn't needed. I think just this one. So you can see we have introduced that slightly. I'll just go. Come on. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. My nuke. Yes. So now you see we have pretty much good hair details as well as edges. and this is supposed to be dark. No, I'll just add light trap on. We're gonna take BG, not from here, from here, and do a light trap, generate light trap, slightly like this, and we're gonna merge it after this, I think so, which would be much better. We'll try both, which works better for us. We're just gonna check, screen it, let's just increase the intensity. I think so, after this might work much better. Come on, man. So, it's the same. So, let us just use it like this, just around his face, not anywhere else. So the king stuff is almost good to go. The fringing is okay, the hairs are okay, details is okay, and now what we are supposed to do is work on perspective if needed. Yes, let us just play. So you can see the perspective is like this, and this horizon is pretty much straight. So what we can do is slightly tilt those things, not too much because definitely the door is slightly tilted only in every car. Okay, so I'll just go and take a chance, which is we're just gonna tilt it slightly like this, so it feels that they are in same direction. And slightly scale it if needed, like this. This we'll try afterwards. And now we need to have the interactive lighting. So what we need to do is we'll go over here, take an auto crop. Where is it? Curve tool. Sorry, I got confused because it is named as auto crop over here. That's why we'll take a curve tool and we just gonna have the intensity working for us. So this can take small bit of time. So but how this gonna work, and let me just brief you how this gonna work. So this is gonna capture the interactive lighting, the lighting changes that are happening in PG, and we're gonna use this. We just gonna copy the values from max luminance or intensity data wherever it is to our grade node, and we're gonna have some interactive of background in our foreground. Okay, so after this, we just need to focus on the camera shake. We're just gonna add a little bit of camera shake to our shot so that it feels like the car is have some, the road is slightly bumpy, and we have those movement which is really required right now. And then we're gonna finish it off. We need to have it on same thing on ORVM. So we just gonna do something small kind of ticket on the ORVM as well. So now you can see we have a curve tool working and we have intensity over here. So what I'm going to do is just gonna copy this, copy animation. I'm gonna paste. Oh yeah, same thing I'm just gonna do with the gain, and but at the first frame. So just go at the first frame and paste it over there. So how we gonna supposed to use it right now? That's the question you might be thinking. So what I'll do is take this, place it over here. Okay, come on. There won't be any super changes, just a little bit of changes as you can see over here. Okay, this didn't copy the value properly. Uh, Let me just paste it again. So you might have noticed that we do work like frame hold for projecting something. So this is the similar method that we can just have killed the one of this animation. So I'm just gonna kill the animation of over here so that my values remain same at the first frame. And if I just go further, you can see that there is some kind of interactive light happening on him. Okay, so that's how we are supposed to do. If you wanted to have much more, you can just multiply it by 1.5 so that you can see much more, which is not good. So we have okay, come on. We need to paste it on everything, I think so. Now you can see the actual change. Let us just kill those thing off. Edit expression. Okay, there's something that happened to this node and we need to recreate it. So we'll go over here, again do the same thing, copy this animation, go on first frame, go in grade node, paste. You need to just click on this first and then you have to paste it, or else you just gonna have the same value everywhere. And we'll take this over here, kill the animation. As you can see, we have killed the animation, and oh, there is too much of black edges. Okay, okay, okay. So I'll try to get rid of those black edges. Come on, do something. Okay, so we got rid of those black edges. So come on, man. So now you see that we have certainly changes on our FG as well. Not too much, but definitely we have. Okay, sorry. So we just gonna add those thing on our luminance, not entirely everywhere. Like this is particularly this region, not it shouldn't affect inside too much. So let us just take a alpha like this and stencil those thing out. I don't want too much of thing affecting on his hand. Come on, yes. And you can see the character is looking slightly green. Okay, so what we can do is take another tool, just take spill slightly out of him, much more. Now this is good. Now let us hit a render, and before that we can add some kind of blur on this, blur at least 2 or something. Yes, pretty much good. Now let us just render so that we can work on camera shake after this. So now we can see that it was better that we didn't transform it, so we'll remove this transform. We don't want to rotate anything. It was pretty much good that it was straight, and there is no camera bump right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a camera shake. So you can download this from Nukepedia. I will have a link in the description as well for you guys, so that you know So just to give you a basic example, this is an amplitude for the curve, a curve editor, and come on, man. And this is the frequency. So randomize your seeds. So just let us play this. Not too much, just small frames. So you can see that it will add the random bumps in your shot. And well, this is quite heavy, so we need to reduce the frequency as well as amplitude. Not too much of amplitude, and we're gonna randomize the seed as well again. Let this get buffer. So slightly we have, if needed, we can reduce the frequency. Let us just reduce the frequency slightly and randomize the seeds again and have a output too much. And let us just check. We can change it to proxy so that it just buffer very quickly. Let us just increase the frequency slightly. Let's see how it does that. So what we can do is in between we have too much of frequency and then an amplitude, and then slightly we just have small, so that it gives us a natural feeling. Okay, so what I'm going to supposed to do is have the value over here as 10, and this has 0.615, doesn't make a sense. And over here we can have 5, and we're gonna reduce the frequency. Similar thing we're gonna do over here as well, have less frequency and less amplitude, and then we increase it slightly. Okay, and then we decrease them again, giving it a more natural feel. So let us just have do uh, small grading stuff again, and let us just have this buffer, then we can proceed further for grading, and to have add a reflection in this region as well. Sorry, to have something over here. Let me just buffer it. So now you can see we have created a random bumps in a shot, which is looking quite good. And we can definitely do some R&D as we want. We can do it in that way. Okay, so let's now just have the final grading done. So this is just like a small way you just proceed yourself in compositing. Just don't jump directly to the conclusion. Okay, so let's just now you can see the lighting over here is going towards red, and the background is to like more towards neutral. So what we need to do is we'll try to fix those. But we're just gonna check why is it coming. It's because of the kill space. So let us just change it to 1. Yeah, this is good. And we can just we're supposed to get rid of spills on his face. That's why we did those things, and we'll mix that much region if needed. Yes, done. Pretty much good. Now the scene is towards like more neutral, and they look similar almost. But still, it's slightly towards blue and that. So I'll just take a grid node and not grid node, CC node will prefer. I'll try to get the saturation down so that I have a rough idea was what's it and how's it going. Or else I can do is take a grid node in the BG and introduce some blue. So I'll just take a grid node in BG and introduce some blue. Some like similar color matching towards this, which is quite good. Either way, we can do it. And now let me just clean this stuff. Now, yeah, you can see that there are some certain black edges on his face. Okay, so what we'll do is we won't use this. We'll just try to stencil the face part. Where is it too much dark, like the lips and the nose? So we have got rid of those black, and we can take this roto and we can take a edge blur, and we won't have too much of value, and just increase the edge brightness slightly so that we don't have the black edges. Now you can see this comp is looking pretty much good, and the thing which is quite catching our eye is the black of the BG, which is similar to the scan. It shouldn't be like that because we are seeing through there is a mirror which is there, so we need to get rid of those black of the scan. Sorry, the BG. Okay, let's just go more. This much. So yes, this much is pretty much good. So that now it doesn't catches our eye too much. Now the only thing which we focus is on over here. So let us just increase and check the black levels. Yeah, that much is pretty good. They are not catching our eye, and we are just seeing through inside. Okay, come on. Yeah. The next thing is the ORVM or the rear view mirror, whatever it is. What we can do for that is mm, being lazy. What can I do? We'll take this postage stamp. I'll take a corner pin. And I'll try to get those things. Oh yeah. And that would be inverted as I know. But this is just a fake thing. and let's mirror it. It should be like this. Okay, so there is it, and let's just have it on the comp like this, and try to mesh, get this slightly down. Let's blur that thing like this, and let's lose. So it feels that there is something. Yeah, we need to blur it slightly more, and blur the edges as well. Okay, bright edges coming. Get rid of this. So that's the way. Hmm, it's going too much towards blue, and let us just reduce slightly. Okay, that much is okay. Black is okay. Certain things, certain adjustments, just to make it look much more real. Hmm, this is good. Yeah, pretty much good stage. Let us just hit a render out and just check how is it looking. So let me pause this. So we have got the render. Now you can see the image is getting slightly quite blur because of camera shake, and the background is looking quite hazy. But the perspective is okay. So what we'll do is try to get some bit of saturation as well as and try to lose the black off, and you can see there is a slightly red tint over it which is bothering me a lot. So we'll get rid of that as well. First thing, we'll just close this. The camera shake is really having too much of motion blur in it, and let's reduce the shutter and motion blur so that it doesn't have too much of like just a second. Still it's having too much of motion blur. That's quite good. Okay, and what we are supposed to do is right now, come on, yes. Let me just clean this up. So I have cleaned the nest, and let us just go over here. So this black level we need to reduce it slightly. Okay, we'll go somewhat like this, which is good now, and this is okay. These two things are quite good, and let us just take a CC node and have some saturation in it. So come on, don't get crash. Yes, sorry. So that's another real time view for me. So once we increase the saturation slightly, then it helps us a lot in terms of color. Let's just go here and watch it. Yeah, pretty much good. The saturation level, and just let us remove those red things. Take a grade node and just slightly like this are the region where the red is too much. Towards blue, and we'll take this out. We'll take the wheel out so that we have much more better control. Come on, yes. Let's just go saturation slightly down. Still, the red needs to go down. The red was too much. And now the face is okay. Let us just think that if we have slight bit of light on his face, like the all light is coming on his face quite well, and this is looking quite green and pale, not red. So we'll just go towards red like this. It gives the like the more realistic feeling now. Now you can see where we were in terms of color. Now the comp is looking good, much better. Same thing we'll do over here as well in his hand, or else we can leave it. So now the shot is looking much better. The saturation is good, and we have green over here. Is it because of this? Okay, so let's just remove it from here. Yes, much better. Come on. Yes. Or else what we can do is, come on. Yes. Just try to get those things off from the area which is required. So now the chroma stuff is done almost. You can say that this is looking much better than the previous version. Like the levels are really good. Even the PG levels are really good. We can go slightly like really like this on blacks as well. So like we have real reference as well. The blacks are good. Scan. Yes, perfectly balanced. Shot. So let us just hit render, and in case if we need the camera shake to work much better, we can do that as well. It's just a matter of your vision that how you need it. So let us just hit this render and finish off our work. So now we can see that we got the pretty much good render, which is looking like really awesome, and we have the this reflection as well of the, oh yeah, well, there is a timing offset. We'll manage it somehow, and we need to manage it. We'll do it later on. And you know that how we are supposed to do that. We need to offset the PG or yeah, nothing else. So I hope you really guys enjoyed watching this video and learned a lot. And if you feel that if you have any kind of doubt, please do watch, do ask me in comment section, or reach on any of the social site And guys, please do subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon and like this video and share it as much as possible. Thank you guys.